Today, we're going to talk about discovering corporate values. This is how companies show you who they are and what their values are. Let's start with a hypothetical question. What would you do if someone told you that you need to wear business clothing? Well, that can mean different things for different businesses. Both of these people are CEOs of major technology companies. On the left, Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook. On the right is Ginni Rometty, CEO of IBM. But there are some major differences between the companies Facebook and IBM. And what are the differences between the ways their CEOs dress? Why is the relatively easy statement, dress is business clothing, so hard to decode? This is because of the different corporate values between these two companies. The engineers in a company may even dress differently than the salespeople and may have a different subculture. Okay, so from the examples of Rometty and Zuckerberg, let's think about the whole reason why we wear clothes. Clothes do a lot of things. They provide protection from elements, they keep you from getting arrested. But they also show that you belong, like a uniform does for a police officer or a member of the military. And they also show who you are, what your identity is, whether you see yourself as a cowboy or a goth. Corporations want to have strong corporate values that help unite their employees and also create an identity unique to that business. So different companies have different corporate values. These are the core values that are important to that company's identity. For example, a technology company might have the core value of innovation, while a brewery might have the core value of tradition. Even though these values are opposites, innovation or tradition, they are appropriate to the goals and purposes of those companies. Just as Facebook and IBM have different goals and purposes, we were able to find clues in those goals and purposes in how the CEOs dress. Zuckerberg dresses young and casual, while Rometty dresses more adult. That was the baby. I promise that was the baby. Okay, where was I? Okay, just as Facebook and IBM have different goals and purposes, we found clues in how the CEOs dress, but all companies have different core values, and you can find clues to what those core values are. Let's talk about some of the clues of a company's corporate values. First, what do you see? Some of the first clues that you have of a business's culture are visual. We talked about how clothing can be a clue to business culture and different subcultures within that business. For example, engineers dressing differently than business people. But take a look at these logos. They're both instantly identifiable, and they give you a clue about what that company sells and what its priorities are. IBM's logo is straightforward and business-like. It uses capital letters as opposed to lowercase letters. And it has a professional blue shade. It's not like neon blue or anything. Nike's logo hints at the speed of an athlete jumping or running, but it also demonstrates minimalism and style. Nike isn't just about ugly, practical sportswear. You can look at the design of a company's website, the kinds of pictures that they post on their sites or in their brochures, and even the way the building is laid out. For example, a building with a lot of small offices and cubicles hints at a lot of individual focused work, people working in their own cubbies quietly. While an open design with tables and clusters of couches may be a clue that this company values collaboration and brainstorming. You can also look at what do you hear. Linguistics cues can include things like goals or mission statements, but even smaller things like the titles of the people in management or specialized vocabulary. There might be vocabulary differences that show a business's culture. Let's look at one example in depth. The people who work at Disney World aren't called employees, they're called cast members. Someone who serves fast food, who sees herself as a cast member rather than an employee, may be more aware of performing for the visitors of the park. She may make an effort to be cheerful, funny, and creative in her job because she identifies herself with the performers in the park. Disney's corporate values are about creating a thoroughly magical experience for visitors, so they want everyone who works there to continue that magic, even if they just serve fast food. But just as mission statements can be hollow declarations, so can these vocabulary differences. Changing the name of employees to team members won't automatically change the culture, but it may hint at an ideal. Let's look at some practice. Say you want to interview for an internship at an education software company, and on the website you see this group picture. Look at some of the clues here. How would you dress for your interview? And how would you know that it was the right way? So you might look at some tools. You could look at their website. You could consider things that you're the one asking for a job, so you might want to skew on the more formal side. An interview is a pretty formal experience, so even if the rest of the job is casual, you also may want to think about your own individual concerns, being young or having budget constraints. For this assignment, you're going to find clues to a business's corporate values. The easiest way to do that is to look at a website. You could find photos of employees or blueprints of the layout of the building or seek for use of job titles, but believe me, websites are the way to go. You'll post the corporate values that you find on the discussion board, and you'll read others' posts in your same industry. Look at the assignment details for the discussion board for more details. Good luck!